Hey guys, today I would like to talk about advertising and accessibility. When I came up with this topic, I had the problem that I looked for a download link on a website from a computer magazine, German, and I didn't found the download link, but a lot of stuff which proposal I didn't understand. And I found out that there was a lot of advertising, adding links, for example, text advertising, and it was not possible to find out where the content was of this website. I think the contributors of this website hope that anybody will click uh, um, accidentally on one of these links because I don't think that anybody has the attention to click on this advertising, which also was not very suitable for that website content. Of course, sighted users and mouse users also have this problem because there's a lot of stuff which you don't want to click on, but perhaps it's a uh, element you want to click on is too small and you cannot find it and accidentally click on advertising can of course happen. But for blind persons, there are special or there can be special problems. Blind persons and keyboard users have to go through a web page through a linear way, where perhaps with tab or with the arrow keys. And then you have a lot of stuff in the way which you have to cross to find finally the content you are looking for on the web page. For blind persons, that disturbs the reading flow or the flow of the content. For example, when you read an article in a magazine, you have advertising in between the paragraphs, and sometimes there's endless scrolling in the advertising. I saw that last time a few weeks ago. For example, there are job advertisings, and you have I don't know, 25, 30 job advertisings marked as unordered list. And if you don't know your screen reader good enough, you are not able to override this content, to go over this content. It's very difficult. I wonder also why if the providers found that very as beautiful. Of course, you have made a lot of time, you have spent a lot of time optimizing the layout of your website, and then you put in a lot of advertising, which does not fit to the overall layout of the website. And it can cause a lot of problems because it is not very attractive for users to look on the web page. Who are blind or visually impaired, in many cases don't know which products are advertised for. For example, when you have Flash animations or today JavaScript animations, there is no text or at least no readable text in this advertising. And that makes it very difficult for blind people or impossible for blind people and very difficult for visually impaired people to see what the advertising is for. The text ads are an exception. They are very accessible in most cases, but they are the only exception. In many cases, advertising is embedded as frame, and the content of this frame is not readable. Or, of course, you have text images, which are also not readable. It seems to be cynical that you to start a campaign on accessible advertising, but I think that is another area where equity is very important because you have blind people who are interested, for example, in clothing, in smartphones or in cars, perhaps, who knows, or in tourism. And perhaps they also want to or are responsible for booking holidays, traveling. They perhaps decide with other people, with their family, which car they buy. Or, of course, they decide which smartphone, which notebook or whatever they want to buy. They decide um, either themselves or with other people. And they, of course, decide for the product they know, or they know the advertising is accessible for, because they know about this product. And if they don't know about the product, for example, food, superfoods, or something like that, they won't buy it. They won't buy the product. And that's the reason why advertising also should be accessible, especially to disabled persons. So this was it for the time. If you like the clip, I would be glad if you subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.